So I just picked these from my front yard. 2 tomatoes. Y'all know I'm over here going crazy with just 2 tomatoes. But look how beautiful it is. It smells so good. And then this is like identical but smaller. Look at that. Beautiful. And if you look closely, you can see that it's hairs, fine hairs on it. That's where the scent of the tomato be trapped at. My passion. That is not for him. That is for them. He over there robbing these birds. Greedy. Oh, hi guys. It's been a very long time. I did a lot of work today, so I'm going to show you what I did. So I did what I said I was going to do. I finally dug up this whole bed, and I moved my peppers and my celery plants over here, a flower here. So this whole bed will be tomatoes. So it's about maybe 15 feet by 4 feet or 5 feet. So this whole bed will be full of tomatoes. So I dug up all this. It originally stopped here, so I dug that up and widened it. Made the walkway narrow. Seed starts, tomatoes for this season, some onions and some carrots, and I'll show you the rest. So this is the late winter crop. I got broccoli, a cabbage, Brussels sprouts, and beets in this bed. I had a cauliflower here. I just pulled it the other day. It was so good. My only cauliflower I grew. I got some peppers in this bed. Got a tomato there. Moving down, I gotta cut this parsley. Got it parsley, celery, broccoli that I harvested today. This is kale and rosemary. These are some cabbages. Man, I had no luck with cabbages. It's like ridiculous. Strawberries, a tomato I grew from seed. And then these pots will be tomato pots. And I'll put another pot there, right here, and another pot over here and here. So probably 3 more pots in this area. And then these will be the heirloom tomato beds. And then I'll put my hybrid tomatoes over there. My goal is to grow maybe like 112 this season. And probably 80 back here and 20 in the front. So, and then I grew some squash from seed. It finally came up. I almost pulled it. I'm glad I didn't. And yeah, this looks really good. So I'm getting ready for the spring, y'all. I'm going to be trying to get into them farmers markets. That's why I have to open up my beds so that I can have way more space to grow, because I got to maximize on this little bitty space that I got. I've been eating sugar snap peas all winter though, so that's been what's up. And I've been harvesting tomatoes here and there, and celery, and like all of my like leafy greens and broccoli. So I've been saving money, so it's not a bad thing, but I just haven't had no cabbages. So that was just kind of like a bummer, but it's good. I have eaten broccoli and celery and parsley and oregano and all that good stuff, so we straight. So yeah, my backyard is constantly changing. I just be digging and digging and digging. Now I'm in the kitchen about to make some spaghetti from scratch. Stay tuned. Wow, I just did a lot. I just have one more thing to do. I need to go in the front yard and cut back my collard greens. But let me show you what I did so far. So I cut back my broccoli and took my broccoli plants out to prepare my tomato beds. This is my celery. Let's start. So you see that darkness? I added all the fertilizer. Well, not the fertilizer, but all the different type of soils. I just have to put the azomite in and some fertilizer and some worm castings. And I need to get one more bag of compost for the side beds just to dress them. So that's just a mental note, so don't mind me. Anyway, carrots, onions, tomatoes, all this I started from seed. These are my 3 that I bought in the winter. They're doing good. They're already setting on fruit. And these 2 back there. And then I have sugar snap peas galore. Do you see that? I've been eating on sugar snap peas all winter. And this little sugar snap cluster, all planted from seed by me last fall, and it's been doing good. Some mint back there, tomato plant setting on fruit, flowers, pepper plant. I've had this pepper plant for like 4 years now, and it got ate back by some punk ass raccoons, but it's still alive, so I kept it. So these are the beds, the side beds that I prepared today. These are the side beds where the broccoli and some Brussels sprouts are growing. So I got these last Brussels sprouts in here. Let's see if they give me Brussels sprouts in a couple months. We'll see. I got some beets over here, pepper plants. Peppers are growing really nice. Setting on a lot of peppers on this plant. I've had these peppers for 2 years now, and they're finally giving me peppers. Little tomato plant. A tomato that I started from seed, strawberries that I am basically allowing to send off runners. And what a runner is, a strawberry plant will grow like this. Then it'll send off these little side shoots, and if you bury them, it'll make a new plant. So this is multiple plants and tomato from seed. Cabbages, we'll see. I haven't had no luck with cabbages. My kale is doing all right. I have to kind of like reposition it. Rosemary, I've had this rosemary for 2 years now. Celery galore, saving money. Parsley, this plant just exploded. I've been cutting it, eating off of it, and it just keeps growing, so that's fantastic. And then coming over, I'm filthy. Look at this. Look at this. I got a hole in my Ugg. I don't care. These are my Ugg farming boots, so whatever. Anyway, new bed I dug up. I amended it as well. And pepper plant as well. This is a pepper bed. And that's it. That's what I did today. Had a great day working. Went in the front yard too. Put some onions up there. Went in the front yard and pulled out the broccoli up there. I harvested it. I harvest that broccoli. I'm going to eat that tonight. And what else did I do? I planted the onions that were in this bed up there, so that's done. And then yeah, all I got to do now is fill these beds in. I have some plants in the front. I'll come and show you those. Get all the tomatoes that I'm going to plant. These tomatoes are going to be for later in the year. They're not quite ready, but who knows? I might get a couple that might want to grow super fast, but we'll see. And then yeah, I got my azomite in the mail, so that's what's up. So that's the end of this bed. So that's the garden tour. If you didn't know, I extended my bed out like another 6 feet, so it's like a 15-foot bed now. So yeah, anywho, I bought some azomite, rock dust, 67 minerals, guaranteed to increase plant yield. So that's what's up. In here I got some seeds and some lights. So once I get the other tomatoes, I'm looking for, what varieties I'm looking for. I'm looking for, of course, the lemon boys, the sun sugars, Cherokee purples, and of course the pink brandywine. But yeah, I've been working. So today, let's start here. I planted radishes. These are my tomato babies. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4 tomatoes, 5 tomatoes over here. This tomato is like literally 2 years old. These are the onions that I planted where the broccoli was in my front yard. Onions, another tomato. This tomato literally will not die. It is a perennial now. 2 years now. Moving over here. The sugar snap peas that were right here, I already pulled them up. That, what is that? Black cobra pepper is doing good. All these pots I started from seed. So let's start. Sugar snap peas, can't get enough. Tomato, spinach, radishes, celery, beets. I bought these transplants for the backyard. These for the backyard. So it's like peppers, some corn, some onions. I need to do these Walla Walla onions. Of course, I got some more sugar snap peas. I got some basil over there, another tomato. I finally found a chocolate sprinkles tomato, so I was very happy about that because I haven't found it in like 2 years. I bought a flower pot. My kumquat plant is growing new foliage, so that's what's up. I got some squash in here. I got some peppers. I got from 99 cent store, some cilantro and some oregano. And I got this. I don't know what this is. What is this? This is a grape tomato, so that's what's up. And then moving right along, my apple tree is asleep. This is my aloe vera garden. All these aloe vera babies came from this mother, and this aloe vera has these babies, and it's actually producing a flower, so that's potentially more aloe vera. I gotta read up on it. But anywho, moving right along, goji berry. Look at this. This thing, remember I thought it was dead? Well, look at it now. It completely exploded. Hopefully I'll get some berries this year because I haven't gotten berries off this plant at all. And I've had this plant since I lived in Pomona. So this is going on its third year. No berries yet, but I did up the plant and put some fertilizer in. So fingers crossed. Hopefully that works. Potatoes are almost ready. Flowers. Moving right along to the back. Whoa, it looked like this grew overnight. Or actually like it grew right now. Okay, so I'm actually going to have to cut this plant out, cut this one back, and my rainbow Swiss chard is doing excellent. My onions are doing excellent. That front section is all garlic, doing excellent. Tomatoes, doing great. So moving right along. As you can see, doing great, doing great. I'm going to be cutting back though this guy. He's literally almost the same height as me. I'm 5'4" apparently. And yeah, I gotta cut that back. I'll probably just lop it to right here and then harvest all this new growth. And then yeah, I'm gonna fertilize this bed. So I actually need 2 bags of compost. So yeah, that's all I gotta get left is 2 bags of compost, worm castings, and some fertilizer. And then I'm done for the season as far as prepping my beds. Ooh, I need to clean this up. But yeah, that's the garden tour. If you didn't know, these are radishes growing from seed that I started. I can't get enough of them. Let's see if we can get a radish. Let's just see. By curiosity. Oh man, it's not ready yet. I wonder if I buried it back, would it get bigger? Just an experiment. Because it do got roots. It might have been buried too deeply. But yeah, I had pulled out a big old radish out of here not too long ago. The flowers are doing great that I put in. And yeah, I'm liking how this is growing. Hopefully I can get like a teepee effect if I put 4 stakes in here and then have all the tomatoes just going up as like one massive cluster. That's what I'm going to go for with the design this year for this plant. I like a random little beet growing right there. As far as what I'm going to put here, I probably will put those sugar snap peas over here, and because I like how that trellised up this trellis, and I was eating off of it like every freaking day. I would just come out whenever I came out here to like harvest some rosemary or whatever. I'll just grab a couple of sugar snap peas and I'll be good to go. I also finally got some lemongrass, so that's exciting. I'm not going to transplant this stuff until I get the rest of my dirt. So hopefully this weekend, I went to the nursery and they was like they didn't order the worm castings yesterday, so they said it should be here by Saturday. So we'll see, hopefully, because I'm trying to get all my tomatoes by Saturday and then at least by Sunday, because my planting goal date is the 15th. Last year I planted all my tomatoes in by the 15th, so that's my sweet spot because I had such an excellent harvest last year. I'm just trying to do everything I did last year times 10. So if I can just get the plants in the ground by the 15th, I should be straight, and we should have an ultimate harvest because I'm planting 112 this year instead of 56. So we'll see. All right, guys. So today was the day. Literally, I am only 80% done, maybe even 50%. I had so much to do. I don't even have all my tomatoes, but I couldn't wait any longer. So this is what I did. I planted my Walla Walla onions, and I planted some different varieties. I have a grape tomato, chocolate sprinkles, 3 pink brandywines, 2 Cherokee purples, 3 black cherries, 1 early girl. We have 7 Roma tomatoes here. I'm going to put 5 yellow lemon boys here. I have my sweet corn planted, and I'm going to put 4 sun sugars over here. So that will be this bed. I don't know exactly how many that is, but and I've also planted some new sugar snap peas down here. And then, the older tomatoes. It's supposed to rain today, so I'm leaving my buckets down there just so I can continue to harvest. And yeah, I got my sweet corn. This is peaches and cream sweet corn. I also planted some cilantro and some oregano and some kale. I also planted more Walla Walla onions around the whole bed, basically the dimension of the bed, and kind of coming up into the corn. I also planted some sweet basil up here in the front, and so we're just going to take it back. So I'm going to show you all that I did. I just put my carrots down here. I put some soil into a couple of new pots, this one here and this one, just to maximize the growth. I amended the beds completely with worm castings and azomite rock dust. I probably will put a little bit more azomite, but we'll see how it goes. I planted some lemongrass, and I put some rock dust and some worm castings in these beds as well, coming right around here. I planted some more Roma tomatoes, and I replenished this bed as well. And this is my pepper bed with a couple more sweet basils in here and a tomato plant. This bed will have maybe 1, 2, 3 tomato plants in it, and I haven't got them yet, so I just prepped the bed. And I have beets growing and Brussels sprouts and a cabbage growing. This bed I planted from seed some squash. We'll see how it goes. I have like a small little strawberry plant growing right here, so we'll see what that does. But yeah, all in all, round 1 of major planting. I'm not done yet. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm tired, low-key. I'm about to go in the house. So, coming right around here to the nursery. Anywho, so these are all tomatoes that I planted from seed. And so what I'm going to do is tomorrow I'm going to separate them out into these individual cups. It's going to take some time, and I'm not in the mood to do it right now. I literally did a lot. I've been out for like 3 hours. And so, yeah, it's like literally, I don't even know how many tomatoes this is. It's a lot. And also, too, I have the other half of the Walla Walla onions that I got to plant out. I have to just pop them into spots in the garden. I don't know where they're going to go, but they're going to go somewhere tomorrow, not today. And then I have these sugar snap peas that I'm going to place in the front yard. And I'm sure the Walla Walla onions will go into the front yard as well. And the tomatoes, they're just going to stay into their cups until they get into a decent size. And then I'm going to plant them out. Where I'm going to plant them out, still trying to figure that out. But we'll figure it out. Needless to say, I still have this space here. But I really think that I'm going to end up putting my heirloom tomatoes. So like I have, I have five pots here. So basically, you're going to times that by 2 because I'm going to put 2 tomato plants per pot. So that's another 10 tomatoes right here. And then I have 3 right here. So that's 13 more. So 13 plus 5 is 18. Plus 4 is 18 plus 4, 22. So I have another 22 tomatoes to get just for the backyard. And then I'll be good to go back here for the season. Now, the front yard is technically done, but like I said, I'm going to be popping things in here and there, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's an overview. Sorry, it's all over the place. Yeah, it's just for my documentation. I just have to kind of inventory what it all is that I did and what all is that I need to do next. So yeah, sorry if I went kind of fast, but there's a method to the madness. Very happy all in all with all that's in here so far. So let's see where things are gonna go. All right, guys, check you later.